Jai Shri Ram. Esoterica of Sanatana Dharma, track 3. Okay, 13th chapter 28th, Krishna is saying, Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinashyatsva avinashyantam yah pashyati sapashyati. One who sees me accompanying the Jivatma in all bodies and who understands that neither the Atma nor the Paramatma is ever destroyed actually sees. So, this is the only religion which says that every living being, every creature, including a tree, animals, humans, irrespective of the race, Krishna is present in your heart and your Atma. Your Atma and Krishna are the two birds. That is the two birds parable, which is found in all the Vedas. Other religions say that only our people will go to heaven, others have to be either converted or butchered. Whereas Krishna is saying, I am there in the heart of everyone. Don't you think this is a spiritually, morally more evolved, superior religion? The desert cults are basically hate-filled cults. So the body represents Prakriti, nature. The proprietor of the body is actually Prakriti, not you and me. We have been given this thing, we are the Jivatmas and Paramatma. So all three eternities are there in your body. You are a moving combination of three eternal verities, Prakriti, Purusha and Paramapurusha. Okay, next esoterica. Origin of Sambar. Sambar originated in the kitchen of Shahaji Bhosle, 1684 to 1711, son of Ekoji, founder of the Maratha ruler of Tanjavur, and Chhatrapati Shivaji's stepbrother. Shahaji's greatest contribution was in architecture and literature, especially in Telugu. But he was a good chef too. He wanted to eat Amti dal, Maharashtrian dal, one day, which has kokum as one of its main ingredients. Kokum is a plant which belongs, it is found in Mangalore, Western Ghats, mangosteen family. The outer covering is dried and powdered and used as tamarind because it adds sour taste. It is used in Maharashtrian cooking and Uttar Kannada. But kokum was out of supply at that time. We don't know whether it was the cooks of Shahaji himself or Shahaji himself who experimented by substituting it with tamarind. And the combination of lentil, dal, vegetables, spices, tamarind was a great success and was first served when Shahaji's cousin Sambhaji, son of Chhatrapati Shivaji, visited Tanjavur. Imagine. See, this is Shahaji. Shahaji is who is Shahaji? He is the son of Ekoji and Chhatrapati Shivaji's stepbrother. So Shahaji is the son of Chhatrapati Shivaji's stepbrother. So Shahaji and Sambhaji were cousins. Shahaji created sambar and he served it to Sambhaji. Wow! Sambhaji had sambar in 1657 and 1689. Okay, that is the date of Sambhaji, you see. So Sambhaji said, wow, what a dish. And then it was actually named Samba's food. Sambache Ahar. Sambhaji loved it so much that it was called Sambache Ahar. That is Sambhaji's food or sambar. Then it became a royal dish at Tanjavur. Thus, sambar was invented in Tanjavur, not in Maharashtra. This story was actually narrated long ago by Pandit Bhimrao, the late Marathi Pandit of Saraswati Mahal Library, who actually researched and refers to many manuscripts written in Modi script in which this entire incident was recorded. This is the source is Library, Tanjavur University. So, Samba's food, Sambache Ahar, became sambar. Sambar was invented by Shivaji's son of his stepbrother. So, Shivaji's son in a way, right? Stepbrother's son. And And Shahaji, he served it to Sambhaji. And Sambhaji said, wow, Sambache Ahar. I love this. I will call this Sambache Ahar because I'm going to eat this every day. It's so great and so good and full of nutrition. So Sambache Ahar became Sambar. So Sambar is actually named after Sambhaji, son of Chhatrapati Shivaji. Wow. The next esoterica. Sanskrit is a language designed for maximum uninterrupted resonance. Maximum uninterrupted resonance. It is the language of music, spirituality, and it attracts the full attention of the speaker or singer. When the articulation of each syllable blends perfectly without any friction into the next syllable. So, Sanskrit is a perfect language designed for maximum uninterrupted resonance. Next esoterica, Manusmriti, Saptakoti Mahamantra, Chitta Vibhramakarakaha, Eka Eva Paro Mantram, Rama Ityakshara Dvayam. So Manu is saying Saptakoti Mahamantra, Chitta Vibhramakarakaha, Eka Eva Paro Mantram, Rama Ityakshara Dvayam. Tatparyam, Rama Mantram Yokka Prabhavam. Saptakoti Mahamantralu Chitta Vibhramakarакులే. కానీ రామ అను 2 అక్షరములు మంత్రము, ఆ మంత్రము సర్వోత్తమైనది. సో సప్తకోటి, there are so many innumerable mantras. Don't waste your time chanting them. Just say Rama. Eka eva paro mantram Rama ityakshara dvayam. This is the most powerful, superior of all mantras. Rama, Rama, Rama. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Samartha Ramdas ji was chanting Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Please start. You also become Samartha Ramdas ji. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Jai Jai Raghuveer Samarth. Jai Jai Raghuveer Samarth. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. సాష్టాంగ నమస్కారం. నెక్స్ట్ ఈసోటరికా. సా అష్ట అంగ. సాష్టాంగ అనగా 8 అంగములతో నమస్కారం చేయడం. ఉరసా శిరసా దృష్ట్యా మనసా వచసా తథా పద్భ్యాం కరాభ్యాం కర్ణాభ్యాం ప్రణామం సాష్టాంగముచ్యతే. అష్టాంగాలు. ఉరసు అంటే తొడలు, శిరసు అంటే తల, దృష్టి అనగా కళ్ళు, మనస్సు హృదయం, మనస్సు అనగా హృదయం కూడా, వచస్సు అనే నోరు, పద్భ్యాం పాదములు, పద్భ్యాం, కరాభ్యాం చేతులు, కర్ణాభ్యాం చెవులు. బోర్లా పడుకుని పై శ్లోకం చదువుకుంటూ నమస్కరించి ఆయా అంగములు నేలకు తగిలించాలి. స్త్రీలు సాష్టాంగ నమస్కారం చేయకూడదు, పంచాంగ నమస్కారమే చేయాలి. పంచాంగ నమస్కారం, సాష్టాంగ నమస్కారం చేయకూడదు. అష్టాంగాలు పురుషులకే, పంచాంగ నమస్కారం స్త్రీలకి. వక్షస్థలము కటిభాగము నేలకు తగలరాదు. ఓకే, ఇది మన ఆచారం. మళ్ళీ చదువుతున్నా. సాష్టాంగ, అష్ట అంగ 8 అంగాలు. ఉరసా శిరసా దృష్ట్యా మనసా వచసా తథా పద్భ్యాం కరాభ్యాం కర్ణాభ్యాం ప్రణామం సాష్టాంగం ఉచ్యతే. జై శ్రీరామ్. సో వెన్ యూ డూ సాష్టాంగ నమస్కార, దిస్ ఈస్ ద మంత్ర. Lying prostrate, totally prostrate on the ground. 8 parts of the body touch the ground. Whereas for strees, it is Panchanga. Panchanga Namaskaram. Okay. The next important esoterica. See, Jesus Christ says, I have come to save sinners. Krishna is saying, I have come to save the oppressed. I have come to save dharmatmas. యదా యదా హి ధర్మస్య గ్లానిర్భవతి భారత అభ్యుత్థానం అధర్మస్య తదాత్మానం సృజామ్యహం పరిత్రాణాయ సాధూనాం వినాశాయ చ దుష్కృతాం ధర్మ సంస్థాపనార్థాయ సంభవామి యుగే యుగే. సో ఇన్ సమ్ ఫార్మ్ ఆర్ ది అదర్ హీ విల్ కమ్ టు సేవ్ ధర్మాత్మాస్, పరిత్రాణాయ సాధూనాం వినాశాయ చ దుష్కృతం. So Krishna is saying, I have come to save the good people and destroy the wicked. Whereas Jesus is saying, I have come to save the sinners. So if the police start saving the sinners and the criminals, what will happen to the country? So please decide what makes sense. Now, Savitribai Phule is being praised by many people, but true Indology, who became Bharadwaj later, he gave a lot of evidence showing that Savitri Bai was a British missionary. Nobody's declaration is needed. She was trained by missionaries and her school was organized and funded by missionaries. So this is what he said. Anyway, I don't want to dwell too much on this. Lot of controversy, a big controversy broke out. And people gave death threats also to true Indology, Bharadwaj. Okay. Next. Hindu society needs a shakedown. Shakedown. SHAKEDEOWN. That means become organized after a period of change. So this is the shakedown period. So we need a shakedown. Shakedown can also mean thorough checkup. Welcome to the world of Shastrarth. I love Shastrarth, scriptural debate. You see, the most untenably outrageous verses are there in those holy books. And Shastrarth is impossible with these rascals. Anyway. Next. Show me one Muslim who will say Ishwar Allah Tero Nam. Show me one Christian who will say Ishwar Jesus Tero Nam. Shrunvantu Vishwe Amrutasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tastu. So the Veda says, listen, oh humans, all humans, you are all children of immortality. You will all attain moksha. No religion says this. Vedas are clearly addressing all mankind as Amrutasya Putraha. No caste. Caste, the word itself does not exist. Jai Shri Ram. This Shrunvantu Vishwe Amrutasya Putra occurs in Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 2, 5. Okay, so please read that if you want. Never wound a snake, kill it. That is what Chanakya said. Never wound a snake, kill it. In the Bhagavad Gita, Sodhum means to withstand. 523. Sodhum occurs 2 times. Forgive. Sodhum means forgive. Sodhum means to be able to withstand. Forgive occurs in 11.44. Sodhum means to withstand or forgive. Next, esoterica of Sanatana Dharma. Spiritual excellences, many are there. Some of the most important, real profit, labham, is attainment of Krishna Bhakti. Real profit is being in Krishna consciousness, attainment of devotion to Krishna, and not gain of wealth, children and other objects. That is the real profit. Srimad Bhagavatam 11:19.36:45. 11.19:36:45. Krishna clearly says, real profit or labham, labho madbhaktiruttamaha, bhago me aishwaro bhavo, bhago me aishwaro bhavo, labho madbhaktiruttamaha. Bhago me aishwaro bhavo. That means my state is good fortune. My state. And labho madbhaktiruttamaha. The highest profit is in devotion to me. What more do you want? And Krishna also says, Swarga is the dawn of Sattvaguna, not Indra's heaven. And Naraka is the dominance of Tamoguna, not a region called hell. And the greatest, best Guru is Krishna himself. And Guru is myself. Krishna declares I am the Guru. Guru Gariyan is the heaviest and greatest of all Gurus. So Krishna is our Guru. Why don't you listen and understand? Study Bhagavad Gita, that's it. And Krishna will appear. He will have epiphanies. He will give you insights and epiphanies. See, in the Bible there is a very strange thing. 3 holy men followed a star. The star stopped on the house of which Jesus was born. How can you imagine star stopping on somebody's house? Oh my God. Matthew 2.9. Matthew 2.9. Go to Google, type Matthew, MATTHEW 2.9. After they heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen, when it rose, went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed and worshipped. They opened the treasures and they gave gold, frankincense and myrrh, MYRRH. Frankincense ante sambrani. Myrrh must also be a fragrant kind of tree resin, myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. Matthew 2.9. Imagine if a star comes and stands on somebody's hut, not just the hut, the whole earth will burn up. Imagine stars. So, this kind of ridiculous description is there in the Bible. 3 holy men saw a star which stopped on somebody's hut, and they went into the hut and they found Jesus. Now, the question is, do stars stop on people's huts or even apartment blocks? Well, the whole of the earth will vaporize if that happens. The next esoterica, Stendhal syndrome, Stendhal. Stendhal syndrome causes a person to experience dizziness and panic when they are exposed to a great work of art. Strange. Chanakya said, never underestimate the power of human stupidity. Never underestimate. నెక్స్ట్ నిత్య సత్యాలు. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆయుష్, 100 కోట్లు అధిపతి అయినా ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆయుష్ కొనలేవురా. కోటి కోట్లకు వారసుడివైనా ఊపిరిపోగానే ఊరి బయట పడేస్తారని తెలుసుకో. లక్షాధికారివైనా భిక్షాధికారివైనా శ్మశానంలో అందరూ ఒకటే. 100 మంది డాక్టర్లు నీ వెంట ఉన్న నీ పరలోక ప్రయాణం, అంటే ఇది పరలోకం అక్కడ రారు, నీ ధర్మమే వస్తుంది. అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకో. యావత్తు ప్రపంచాన్ని జయించినా సరే నువ్వు మృత్యువును మటుకు జయించలేవురా. కాలం విలువైనది, రేపు అను దానికి రూపు లేదు. మంచి పనులు వాయిదా వేయకరా బాబు, ఇప్పుడే చెయ్యి. లక్షలు కోట్లు ఉన్నాయని మురిసిపోవద్దు, ఆ లక్షలు నీ వెంట రావు. మృత్యువు నుండి తప్పించలేవు అవి. అందుకని ధర్మంగా ఉండు, ఇంకోళ్ళ డబ్బు దోచుకోకురా దుర్మార్గుడా. భోగాలకు ఖర్చు చేసి రోగాలు తెచ్చుకోకురా. మంచి పనులకు ఖర్చు చేసి పుణ్యాన్ని పెంచుకో. పుణ్యము మెల్లిమెల్లిగా కొంచెం కలెక్ట్ చేసుకో, అదే వస్తుంది నీ చేత. The next esoterica is about Sundarakanda. See, the Sundarakanda has 3 aspects: the narrative aspect, literary poetic aspect, spiritual aspect. So, in the Sundarakanda, it can be understood as the quest of the awakened spiritual aspirant crossing over the ocean of samsara, seeking the divine spirit within through an analysis of the various layers of human personality. Hanuman is the awakened Jivatma, endowed with Sattva-guna. Jambavan is the teacher, Guru, who offers him the advice. The vast ocean is the ocean of samsara, which we have to cross. The Surasa, Simhika, Malyavan, Lanka, all of them are the obstacles that beset the path, our path of the spiritual inquirer. Hanuman's search for Sita all through the night is illustrative of the Gita dictum, that which is night for people is the day for the self-controlled sage. Yanisha sarvabhutanam, 269. Yanisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sanisha pashyato mune. That means people are awake to the world but dead to adhyatma jnana. A true Muni or Rishi or a sage, Krishna Bhakta, is awake to the spiritual truths but dead to the world in the sense that he is not bothered. He will do his duties anyway. Lanka, with all its fortifications and gardens and palaces through which Hanuman makes his search, represents the various layers or koshas in man's mental makeup through which we have to pass, we have to penetrate to attain Krishna. The search is difficult and often disappointing, as it was in the case of Hanumanji. But the aspirant has to go on searching without any disappointment, bravely, and being very vigilant, because it's a Shurasya Dhara, you can fall at any time, and with Shraddha in Krishna. The search at last will end in the discovery of Krishna and Atma Jnana, which is represented by Sita. Sita represents Atma Jnana. Wonderful. The next esoterica in this recording, it's a song sung by Mukesh. Sur ki gati main kya janu, sur ki gati main kya janu, ek bhajan karna janu. अर्थ भजन का भी अति गहरा, उसको भी मैं क्या जानूं. प्रभु 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 कर ना जानूं, नैना जल भर ना जानूं, सुर की गत मैं क्या जानूं। गुन गाए प्रभु न्याय न छोड़े, फिर क्यों तुम गुन गाते हो, फिर क्यों तुम गुन गाते हो। मैं बोला मैं प्रेम दीवाना, मैं बोला मैं प्रेम दीवाना, इतनी बातें क्या जानूं, सुर की गति में क्या जानूं, एक भजन कर ना जानूं। वंडरफुल। Jai Shri Ram. We will stop this track here.